even know your name.
Dominique.
Oh wow, I like the
Thank
background.
you. It's nice to meet you, Oksana.
So nice meeting you.
I gotta tell you, I think you're gonna be one of the next generation action stars because Dominique, if Dominique has anything to say about it, you just went with it all the way. A fantastic job on this movie.
Thank you. I have goosebumps. Thank you for that. Thank you. Work hard.
So my first question is, I understand that you helped create the character of Dominique. So how did that all come about?
Yeah, so originally, me and Michael Ojeda, we created the film called Dominique Rise of the Phoenix. It's a bigger budget film. You need to have a lots of locations, lots of explosives and gunfights, even maybe 3 times more than this film. And so we were not able to raise enough money for that film. And one day we decided, why don't we just create a smaller film that takes place in one house, and let's see what we can do. And it turned out it has to be in Colombia, so it's always grows. The idea was to make a small thing in one location, but we were very lucky that we had an incredible producer partner in Colombia that is he helped in process of making this film. And Colombia is a beautiful place to shoot with very hardworking crews, so we blast.
That's amazing. And like I said, you were just fantastic in it. I mean, you're going to be up there with some of these newer female action stars. And I understand that you have quite a background because I was researching you a bit because this is the first time I've seen you in anything. What is your, like, you understand you have a background in martial arts. What's the background there?
Yeah, I started quite a long time with going to martial arts schools because I like martial arts, and also I like the aspect combining martial arts and film. And so I started with not karate, excuse me, the kung fu, and then moving to mixed martial arts, taekwondo. And preparing for this film, I was more putting an accent towards the stunt training, because that's what was very important for me. I wanted to be able to withhold all these long hours of filming in a very difficult location in Bogota, because it rains every 2 hours, and it's a very high altitude. So any physical exercise, it's harder to breathe, and you have to accumulate to the climate, and there is lots of things going on. But I was ready. I don't know if adrenaline was pumping or something, but I was ready, and I luckily I didn't get any injuries, but I was ready for this kind of all things. But no, everything went smoothly. I had a great team preparing me, and they watched all these details and nuances. So yeah, so as far as training here, sorry I didn't answer your question. So I had an amazing stunt coordinator, James Liu.
Mhm.
He is a celebrity stunt coordinator, and we met, and he just so nice of him. He said, you know what, I'm gonna train you, and it's incredible because no, but how this opportunity comes like very rare, that somebody just choose you and said, I'm gonna train you. It's like, wow, my Sifu,
Yeah,
So we have an
that
amazing other stunt coordinator. It was Bill Smith. He was training me also like crazy, preparing me for all these different kind of fights, and different kind of physical. I have to be physically strong. So we were running in a park. He's just great. He's a great guy.
yeah, and in this movie, you unleash a lot of firepower. I mean, I can't even describe some of the action. Like, people are gonna have to see this for themselves, but my favorite is when you're just blown away all these corrupt police guys, and like when the girl is shutting off the lights and shutting them back on at the same time, we see
Yeah.
Julio's sister getting, in labor, but at the same time, you just like floor them like nothing. It's like that. I think that was like the highlight for me for this movie because you just unleashed unholy hell on these guys, literally.
Actually, my favorite scene too is sort of like a theme there, death and rebirth of a phoenix. Phoenix. Her nickname is a phoenix, and that scene was extremely difficult to shoot, but very well prepared. We were preparing, starting in Los Angeles, moved to Colombia, Bogota, and we were working with an incredible team of stunt people there. So probably total of 40 to 50 people we had to, because total of 30, 25 police officers. So it was great. I wanted to do it myself, and I was just so proud that I did it. It's not that easy scene to shoot. We shot it for 2 days in the rain, in the mud, and it was exciting. Thank you so much for complimenting that scene, because it's lots of effort put in that one.
Yeah. And what I really liked about the film too was that we get to see your character in these little flashbacks. So we get a bit of the backstory of who she is. And I think that's important because at times, you see this type of film, you don't really get to know who the character really is. You don't get to know who the protagonist really is. They just say, oh, they're just a mercenary. They're just this and that. But I like the fact that these little flashbacks, we get to understand who you are. And I think that's very important to the film as well. It brought an element of emotion to the role.
Exactly. That's what Michael is the main goal, that people will leave the theater watching this film and feel emotion. So he's sort of he wants to make films that you see action, plus you will feel for the characters. And that's very important for him. That's a must for him. And for me as an actress, it's extremely good, because I can act as an action hero, and I can also show my skills as an actress. And Dominique is very complicated character, and it's very deep and dark and mysterious. She's sort of an enigma in that world, and
Yeah.
I just loving it. I can't wait. Maybe even if it will be a sequel, to explore more of her.
That is so funny because I was just gonna say that. I was just about to say the same thing. I'm like,
I hope.
I'm hoping there will be a follow-up because the way this ended, it had an open ending to it. I'm like, I would love to see more of Dominique doing what she does best and probably even delve more into who she was, like delve more into her past. So
I can't
hopefully,
wait also to act.
so yes, I'm with you there. I'm hoping that there will be a sequel to this because I will be all in for it.
Wow. Make me feel so good and proud. I will let everybody who work close to the production know that, that's.
Yeah. So is there anything upcoming in the meantime as we're hoping for the sequel? Is there anything upcoming that you can talk about?
Honest with you, because we were hoping for the sequel as well, and we were almost preparing because the script is ready, and we decided to wait till this movie will be released, and who knows, maybe in a few months. It's not yet said anything. So, but the screenplay is ready, and it's a great bigger film, much bigger film. Bigger budget, great story. It starts with her in the church, actually.
That's awesome.
And
Yep.
she's in, so nobody will even recognize. That's another. I can't wait for
That's
that.
great. Is there anything else for you that you're going to be doing in the meantime as you're waiting for this one?
Um, I like writing lyrics for songs. I also it's just a hobby. I'm not professional, singer, but I do like writing, and I have a little bit of a studio, and I death rock. And we'll see. Maybe I'll record a few songs. But probably I am thinking it's probably going to be the next sequel. If not, there is something else also in mind. But
Awesome. Everyone, I'm going to say this right now. October 11th, if you got to go see Dominique, hands down, you got to go see this movie. We got a new female action star in the making here in Oksana, and you're definitely going to want to see her in it. And please see this. If you guys see this enough time, make sure you do, because I want to see a sequel. Oksana wants the sequel to happen. We got to make it. It's got to happen. So thank you again, Oksana, so much for kicking butt on screen. And if there's a sequel, I would love to talk to you about it again.
My pleasure.
All right, you take care. You stay awesome. Bye bye.